Hello everyone, welcome back. How you doing? And how's business? I hear the phrase flat out quite often, but when I take a closer look at these figures, the figures tell a different story and the business is sometimes doing quite poorly. It's quite common, you see, that many business owners are not truly in business, they are in busyness. They're caught up in the daily grind and often don't take the time to assess whether they're actually making money because they're too busy working. And it's no one's fault. This is the typical model where the owner of the business is typically the expert who ventured out into the business to deliver skills and services. Think about it. The electrician does electrical work, the accountant handles accounting, the panel beater fixes cars, and the plumber takes care of leaks. They're all technicians in their own business, caught up in the grind. Usually they've branched out because they believe they could do it better than their previous employer, aiming to create a better lifestyle for themselves and their families. But in reality, they sometimes create a web for themselves, working 7 days a week. Their own personal existence becomes secondary to the business. They become champions of all hours and problem solvers all at once. Early on it was fun, the good old days. They could put in the hard day's work and feel accomplished doing what they loved. But as the word spread about their personalised service, the business grew and grew and the referrals started to pour in. And that's when the cracks begin to show. The personalised service becomes stretched and tested. Times to start seem to lag. Clients get frustrated. Sooner or later it becomes necessary to bring on more employees, thinking that they will save the day. But then they quickly realise these new hires don't share the same passion. They don't perform as well as the owner does. And why should they? They don't have the same skin on the table. Most of the day is playing HR manager, extinguishing client fires, chasing down slow payments, and grappling with cash flow issues. They often find themselves reminiscing about how easy it was in the good old days. They wanted to be on the tools and the tasks where they're most comfortable and where they feel the most accomplished. In sheer frustration, they might hire Betty the bookkeeper and hope that she will relieve them of their burdens and allow them to focus solely on the trade. After just a quick 10-minute training session, the technician thinks, "I'm free at last." But the relief is short-lived. Client complains about being overcharged, the bank calls and says there's no cash flow, employees are sitting idle without work. You see, being on the grind is one of those things that you can't sustain. It is the worst possible thing a business owner can do for the business. The owner needs to be involved and have their finger on the pulse and be actively bringing in business, more of the right business, more of the right clients. Take yourself back to when you first started, the very first day you went into business. Remember how keen and excited you were. You had big plans and clear directions about your venture. I remember the first day looking into the window of my practice, as if I was a client looking in. I felt so proud and filled with energy and ambition and ideas. See, when you were an entrepreneur, you were on fire. You were the finder of work, the rainmaker. The phone rang and you actually answered it. You were attentive and responsive. You had it all together. Wow. What happened? Why do so many business owners lose that drive? They become tired, overworked, sometimes underpaid, and even resentful of being the burden of all hours, thinking no one can make a decision in this place. Could it be that you've become the control freak, afraid to let go? Maybe you feel trapped as a technician, bearing the burden of all tasks and burning the candle at both ends. The truth is, the grinder only thinks about getting through each day, solving problems reactively, not proactively. They might say, no one does it as well as I do. They take on the responsibility, wearing the badge of honor, working endless hours, forgetting about their health, their family, or living some sort of balanced life. Sheer grit and determination is their mantra. But is that what being in business is all about? I don't think so. The reality is you gain no leverage from working on the tools. Remember, wealth is measured in time, not just money. Yes, maybe no one will match the quality exactly like you do, but if they could perform at an 80% level, is that acceptable to you and your clients? So you can step away from the tools and be focused on your business and what the business truly needs. So you can create vision, direction, and attract the right clients. The key to growth is getting away from a personality-based business that is focused on you and building a business that is system-based business where you can bring a team to the table and they know exactly what to do. Unless you do this, you don't have a business, you have a job, and more than likely, you are in the business grind. I hope that makes sense, and we'll see you on the other side. Cheers for now.